Good afternoon, TRIO students. Today we will be discussing resume writing. This is tailored towards students who do not have a large amount of work experience. I'll be discussing how you can play up some of your other strengths. So, six main points that we're going to go over about writing a resume is the first one is creating the perfect heading. The second one, creating the perfect objective. Three will be your education, followed by your work experience, your volunteer experience, then lastly, your leadership experience. So, creating a perfect heading. Use large and easy to read fonts. So, don't use any form of cursive writing. When you write your name, you want your name to be the biggest thing that is on the resume. Outside of that, everything else should be between like 12 and 14, 14 more so for like your headings for each section, and then the wording under that 12. Nothing smaller than like 11. 10 is a little bit small for people to be able to read. You don't want to use any colored text. You just want to use plain black because like pink and yellows and reds and purples sometimes can be hard to read. So you want to make it so that the reader can read it very easily. Also, you want to use a professional email address. You don't want to use um, anything like maybe your school email address or anything like that. You want kind of something that just has your name in it, and then like a Gmail or something like that. And then lastly, you do not want to use a photo. You kind of want to keep it so that there is no pre-bias before they've even met you. So you just want to go ahead and have a plain resume, no photos or anything like that. Next, when creating an objective, objectives are sometimes also called summaries. You want it to be 1 to 3 sentences about what makes you right for this position or this industry. You're going to list a few skills and the industry or the position that you are applying to. This one I have here says skilled, reliable, and motivated high school student interested in a position in the customer service industry. So this is telling them that you have 3 skills. Well, you're highlighting 3 skills, and then you're telling them exactly what industry you're applying to. You could also indicate the actual position or the actual company, but if you do that, you need to make sure that every single time you send out a resume, you are changing that. You don't want to send a resume that has McDonald's on it and you're applying to Burger King. You don't want to do that because you may get your resume automatically thrown out just because you didn't take the time to edit it. Next, your education. You will list the most recent education first. So a lot of you guys are still in high school, so you'll list your high school, the high school that you currently attend. GPAs are not required, but you can list your GPA if it's a 3.0 or better. If you attend any type of VOTEC or vocational trainings, you can list that as education as well. You would just list it as another education entry, and you will put that under your high school. And then lastly, you want to include any teams or organizations that you are a part of inside of your high school. So here I've listed when this student started high school and that they're currently in high school. Then I listed where their high school is, the name of the high school, and then 3 activities that they do. You can list more. But this person is the captain of the baseball team. They're in Outward Bound, and then they're part of the green team. So I've listed those things, and then you can put comments next to them based on what you do, but you can also include those items in the leadership section. In the work experience section, you will list your most recent work experience first. Then you will include about 2 to 4 bullet points outlining the task or any accomplishments that you had while you were in this position. You could also include any internships you had in this section as well. So here I have from June 2019 to August 2019, this person worked as an educational assistant with the Central Michigan University Trio Detroit program. And then their 2 bullet points is worked with team members to create workshops for student groups, and then help team with daily setup and breakdown of daily operations. You could also list some other bullet points here indicating specific things that you did. You don't need to really use language as in like I or me or we. You would just say, worked or helped or assisted. You kind of just want to get like straight to the objective or to the point because your resume is only 1 page. And then here I have another example, which is a team member for McDonald's from September 2018 to August 2019. Then it says used excellent communication and leadership skills to ensure customers have excellent dining experiences, and then worked efficiently as a team to ring up and prepare customer orders. For your volunteer experience, you want to list the name of the organization, the location, when you volunteered there, and then also like a short description of what the organization does or who they serve. Then lastly, you want to add 1 to 2 bullet points about what you did when you were working with that organization. Now, this is the opportunity for you to really talk about your involvement in the community because you don't have the work experience, but with the volunteer experience, you're kind of showing that you are willing to work, that you're willing to, work for free or serve and help other people. So for this one, I put July 2019 Native American Family Olympics in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And then it says worked alongside other volunteers to facilitate Olympic Games for families. The other one I have is August 2018. The Green Team, Detroit, Michigan, worked with other students and school officials to help make the school a green and environmentally safe place. You could add more bullet points about more specific things that you did within both of these organizations. The last section on your resume will be your leadership experience. So here you would list any and all leadership experiences you have. That can be from being a part of ROTC, so being staff, being a class officer, being a group leader, a team captain, a team manager, or being a school ambassador. So if you were ever chosen to show like middle school students around your school, or if you go to Votech and you were showing the younger students the different programs that Votech offers, you can list those leadership experiences in this section. The key takeaways from this workshop are for you to use all leadership experience and volunteer experience. This shows the employer that you are involved in your community and that you are willing to work. Also, you want to use easy to read colors and fonts. So really only use black. Don't use like bright pinks, yellows, things like that because it's hard for a person to read those. Speak to your strengths. So speak to the things that you have done. Although you don't have a lot of work experience, this is your opportunity to play up, your involvement in organizations, how you are a leader, so that the employer will know that this person does take initiative in the things that they are currently involved in. And then lastly, your resume should be no longer than 1 page. With you not having much work experience, you want to limit it to 1 page because you don't have that many things to put on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the workshop. In the description box below, there is a link to the survey. This survey is almost an example of you creating your own resume. And so you can kind of get an idea of how to put these things all into play. Have a good day.